Hi, this is Jennifer Holtz. I'm a author, and I feel compelled to reach out to teens with my vlog and encourage you guys as you walk your path that is sometimes hard because society always just blacklists you as something that you're not. So anyway, today's vlog is about encouraging you through the holidays, which a lot more than teens need that. Believe me, there's a reason why a lot of people's eggnog is laced with rum, but not mine. I just want to give you a couple pieces of advice, and you know how I love to do some research for you. So today's research, the first piece was of advice to get through the holidays is just have that mindset of being grateful. Attitude for gratitude is what some people call it. And I had that. It carried me through college. I had no money, as most college students have no money, and I was living paycheck to paycheck to try to pay for simple things like food and books for school. But it was hard to sometimes be positive when you felt like you were under a cloud of debt and you had so many obligations, class, volunteer, friends, whatever. So I developed a little list called Good Things Coming My Way, and it was such a silly thing, really, but it sat on my wall. My roommate Deb could tell you about it, and I would draw pictures next to it. Sometimes the things coming my way that I would list, which I would encourage you to just make a list of your own that's personal to you. It was on a piece of lined paper, and it would be clean white socks. I get to put on clean white socks tomorrow morning because I did my laundry. Maybe it was my paycheck coming from my student job that I probably only had $10 that was not accounted for, but it was still $10 that I could spend how I wanted to. And sometimes it was a trip home, so I would get a few groceries from mom or dad and to fill up my apartment with. Simple things like that. And so that's called the Good Things Coming My Way list. The second thing was perspective. Just take the perspective to have the perspective that this, whatever it is, whether it's a family event you are not excited about joining, or a tradition or celebration that your family insists on doing that has always driven you crazy, or just whatever. Take the perspective to know that that challenge will be over in 24 hours. It will be behind you. And just having that thought that in just a fleeting amount of hours that you'll have that in the past, it sometimes gives you the strength to walk through it. So anyway, the third one is from abundancetapestry.com, and they had an interesting one. If you're going through something or sharing a particularly challenging holiday season, maybe because of the loss of a loved one, or someone ill in your family, or just a bigger challenge than normal. Maybe you yourself are having some health concerns or struggles at school. Remember not to adopt the victim mentality, the why me. Jeff Bezos from Amazon had an interesting interview about a week or two ago on 60 Minutes, and he said complaining isn't a strategy. Just complaining about something isn't going to make it better. You have to figure out how you're going to handle it, and maybe even the why you might want to handle it and walk through it. So the fourth one is this is the one I'm so most guilty of. It's cut out the worry. Worry will never add a minute to your life. It's even in the Bible. I mean, it's just so innate to us that we worry, but it doesn't do a darn thing for us. My mom gave me the greatest piece of advice on that, and she used to say, because I'd worry, I couldn't even get to sleep at night. I'd be thinking about whatever was hanging over my head the next day, and she'd say, think about what you're worried about. And if you're worried about something and you can get up out of bed and do something about it right that moment, then do it. And if you can't, you don't have the pieces or people there that you need to fix it, then let it go. Let it sit on the floor next to you until the next day. And it helped me. It's helped me for many years, that little piece of advice. Another one is it's a stupid saying. I know it. I'm so sorry, but it's fake it till you make it. I use this one quite often. I'll put a smile on my face when I really feel the opposite inside, and pretty soon my mindset has changed, and my emotions will end up matching what my expression is. So fake it till you make it. And the last tip for my getting through the holidays is from Oprah.com. And she says, there was an article on her website by a rabbi, and the rabbi says, don't dwell in silence. They ask you to not shut down or walk around with the brittle mask of being fine on your face. We all do it. How are you doing? I'm fine. And you are not fine. Instead, they say, give people the gift of being able to help you. So maybe if you're authentic and you say, I'm not fine, I'm freaking out about this, or I'm upset about that, or this is going to happen, or this is happening, maybe you're giving that person a gift by laying it at their feet, and they can relate to you and help you. So think of it as a gift. Don't do it all the time. Don't do it to the same person, because, oh my God, that isn't a gift at their feet. But maybe there's, that moment if you feel struck by it. So anyway, I hope these tips, I know some of them are silly as usual, but help you guys to get through the holidays with grace and endure. Until a next vlog, take care and get in touch with me on my website, jenniferlholtz.com, or on the book website, forrubbings.com, and take care.